Hi guys. The other morning, I woke up to this fabulous news. FSR4 working on Cyberpunk on RDNA 3. And I thought to myself, wow, sis, AMD finally got their act together. And they didn't even promise it before the end of the year. And of course, it wasn't AMD. It was just random guy on the internet who had compiled the FSR4 DLL for the 7000 series from the leaked SDK kit that was leaked earlier this month. But then I started looking through the comments. What are people reporting? Compared to FSR3, it's 500% better. That's a lot. Huge difference in Monster Hunter miles. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on 7000 XT works perfectly. 10% FPS loss, but definitely worth it in this game. Works amazingly. Quality is far superior to FSR3. But then I see this 6800 XT. But that is not RDNA 3, that is RDNA 2. Image quality is fine, but however, there are ghosting issues. Then just keep popping more and more up. 6800 XT, 6900, 6950 XT. And most of them saying quality is much better. Oh, but I have to go test it out for myself on my 6950 XT. And Optiscaler is not foreign country for me, so it's not too hard for me to adjust this setting into it. So I used the most of that day testing in different settings and qualities, and I made a sheet of it. We're going to look at this later. But first, let's go into Cyberpunk. The settings I'm using is, of course, FSR3. Ray tracing off because this is RDNA 2 card, it's not ray tracing material. We have medium crowd density. All the lens flare and shebang is off. We are using the high preset. And if I open up the Optiscaler menu, you will see it is set to FSR 3.1.5. We will use this as our reference point for the following tests. Let's look around. Can we see some shimmering here? There is a little bit of shimmering down here in the grass. We have some shimmering over here. A little bit on the fence. The boards down here are not perfect, and neither are these roofing plates. The tree through the grate up there is shimmering a lot. Let's take a look at the bush. Bush is, let's just say, not good at all. Brown bush is not as bad. If this bush was like this bush, it would be acceptable, I think. But yeah, let's take a run. Let's see what we got. We have some shimmering over there in the grass. Little bit shimmering in here. Not too bad, actually. Let's go over here. Look at these stripes on the floor. You can see on distance there's a little bit of curving. Doesn't look great, but it's only on the very far distance. There's a little bit of noise on the floor, not too bad. Let's go over here and look through the crowd. Can you see it looks like there was some water or something on the other side, but
we're fucked over here.
There are no water. Totally dry. So all in all, not too bad for a quality upscale, I would say. Certainly something you could live with to get some extra performance. So let's test out the FSR4. We're changing upscaler. Let's give it a few seconds to kick in. And you can see here, grass is shimmering a lot more. It's just this steam that's in the air that makes it shimmer. But also the lights through the grate up here, shimmering a lot they didn't do before. A lot of shimmering over here. And this fence is also shimmering a lot. The wood boards and the roof plates are also shimmering still. We have trees shimmering a lot still, and also here now, not only through the grate, but also just here. And the billboard over there is also shimmering a lot. Not too great. The bush is worse, and the brown bush is also worse. So let's take a run, see what we got. Lights up there, flickering a little. Banner over there flicking more at least. Lots of shimmering here, much more shimmering actually. Also shimmering in here now. Let's go look at the stripes on the floor. And the curves are much worse now. Much worse. Even when we get close, they're still there.
What will I do now?
A little bit more nice here. Actually looks like there's water, but there are not. How about through the crowd?
Day, another dollar.
Also, it looks like there's a pond now over there. People getting wet feet, but
We're fucked over here.
there still are no water. That's not what I hope for. Let's just say that. Also, you can see white between these. You should not be able to see anything there. This one is shimmering in all settings, and this gutter is also problematic in all the settings. But other than that, okay, look at this water. That is awful. So bad. So FSR4 is it's not better on RDNA 2 at least. But we're not out of options yet. We still have the options since we're using the optiscaler to go into DLSS super resolution. Then we use the DLSS inputs and the transformer model to render FSR3, or in this case FSR4. So give it a few seconds to kick in, and already you can see image quality is stunningly better on the banner over here, and everything just looks crisp. No more shimmering here. Grass doesn't shimmer anymore. Only some. Don't know if that is shimmer, if it's the shade, but fence is not shimmering anymore. The boards are not shimmering. The roof plates are shimmering a little bit. Let's look at the tree. The tree's not shimmering here at least, and not through the grate either. We do have a little bit of oddity on the billboard because of this the smoke, I think. Let's look at the bush. Bush is looking reasonable, and also the brown bush is a lot better. But let's go take a run. There's a lot of shimmering on the banner now, but no shimmering down here. And no shimmering at all over here, so that's a lot better. Let's go look at the stripes on the floor. There are some curving, but only at the... Oh, there's some ghosting here, can you see them? That's not good. We should test that a little more. Yeah, a lot of ghosting. Let's move on. Let's look here. The noise on the floor is much better though. And if we look through the crowd, pond is also better, but so much ghosting here.
We're fucked over here.
Let's test it a bit. Yeah, I can see that. That's not good. You don't want to have cover and deal with this. That's not good. Oh, if that ghosting wasn't there, it would definitely be better. Definitely better. But it does have ghosting, so it's not better. Oh my god. So much ghosting you actually want to try and avoid running into it. But let's try that with FSR 3.1.5. Change the upscale. Let it set in. Very slight shimmer here, almost not noticeable. Lights are fine. Little bit of shimmer down here. Not something that you would necessarily notice when playing. Fence is fine. The tree is fine. Tree through the grate is awesome also. And now the billboard has no errors at all. It looks perfect. What about the bush? The bush is worse than FSR4. But the brown bush is great. So let's take a run. The light upstairs, really good. It wasn't good at all in FSR4. Banner is better than FSR4. There's a slight shimmer over there. Almost not noticeable, but that's it. Let's go look at the stripe flow. Don't see any curves at all. So the stripes are better.
What will I do now?
Floor has a little more noise at a distance, but looks great when you come a bit closer. Let's look through the crowd.
Another dollar.
It doesn't look like water anymore, but it looks rubbery, something. Maybe a little bit water if you look through here. But still much better, much better. But let's test that ghosting. Yeah, no ghosting here. So, very nice. In my opinion, the winner here is FSR 3.1.5. Image quality and shimmering was a little bit better with DLSS and FSR4, but that ghosting made it unplayable. It's almost not there here. It's very small errors. I think this is the winner. Maybe some other time I can test the XCSS, but there's no time for that right now. We need to speak about the sheet. I started out testing the FSR 3.1 before I installed the upscaler, and this is the base results. And if you compare this with the FSR 3 with DLSS inputs, which was the quality winner, we have a slight decrease in FPS, but the image quality was much better. You could argue that you could run quality upscaling on ultra settings. It's still around the 100 FPS mark, but I'm an old Counter-Strike player, so I prefer over 100, even if it's slightly close. I intuitively found that this was the best setting for me without even really testing it. It was just, this felt good, and now I have confirmed that to me, myself at least, that this is the setting I prefer playing at. There's a good 8% loss here between the FSR4, and if there weren't all that ghosting, that would be very acceptable. But since all the ghosting is there, I think all of these results doesn't matter because the game is unplayable. So I think FSR3 with DLSS inputs is the clear winner here. What have you guys been up to? Have you guys tried the upscaler? Have you found any solution to the ghosting? Maybe Optiscaler will find a solution with some models implementations in the future. Who knows? If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. And if you have suggestions to what I could do differently, write them in the comments. And I'll be seeing you around.